When we think of the world's oldest universities, our minds often wander to the grand halls of Oxford, or the storied libraries of Bologna. Yet, long before these European institutions rose to prominence, a beacon of learning illuminated the heart of Africa, Timbuktu. Situated on the edge of the Sahara Desert, Timbuktu was a city of gold, a crossroads of trade, and most importantly, a sanctuary for scholarship. Its legacy challenges our assumptions about the history of knowledge and reminds us of Africa's central role in the global tapestry of learning. Timbuktu's rise as an intellectual hub was deeply intertwined with its strategic location. Positioned at the crossroads of trans-Saharan trade routes, the city pulsed with the energy of merchants, travelers, and scholars from across the Muslim world. Gold, salt, and enslaved people were traded alongside ideas, stories, and manuscripts, making Timbuktu a vibrant melting pot of cultures and knowledge. This confluence of commerce and scholarship created a fertile ground for intellectual pursuit, attracting some of the brightest minds of the age. The city's golden age dawned in the 14th century under the Mali Empire, when Mansa Musa, having returned from his legendary pilgrimage to Mecca, poured his wealth and influence into establishing Timbuktu as a center of Islamic learning. Mosques were erected, libraries were founded, and scholars were invited from far and wide to share their wisdom. Timbuktu became a magnet, drawing those eager to immerse themselves in the rich tapestry of knowledge woven within its bustling streets. At the heart of Timbuktu's intellectual landscape stood the University of Sankore, a testament to Africa's rich tradition of scholarship. Founded in the 14th century, Sankore predates many of the renowned universities of Europe, standing as a beacon of knowledge centuries before the Renaissance illuminated the Western world. Its origins are shrouded in legend, with some accounts attributing its establishment to the initiative of a wealthy and pious Mansa Musa. Regardless of the specifics of its founding, Sankore quickly blossomed into a prestigious institution, attracting students and scholars from across the Islamic world. Drawn by its reputation for academic excellence and its vast collection of manuscripts, men journeyed for months, traversing treacherous deserts and navigating bustling trade routes, all for the opportunity to study within its hallowed halls. The curriculum at Sankore was as diverse as the scholars it attracted. Students hailing from various backgrounds and social strata could delve into subjects ranging from Islamic jurisprudence and theology to mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. This multifaceted approach to education distinguished Sankore as a place where knowledge was not compartmentalized but rather interwoven, reflecting the interconnectedness of different disciplines. The teaching methods at Sankore were as unique as its curriculum. Instead of relying solely on lectures, scholars engaged students in lively debates and encouraged critical thinking. Students sat on the floor, their eyes fixed on their teachers, absorbing knowledge through a dynamic exchange of ideas. This emphasis on active participation fostered a vibrant intellectual atmosphere, encouraging students to not just consume knowledge but to question, analyze, and contribute to its ever-evolving tapestry. The true treasures of Timbuktu's intellectual legacy lie in the hundreds of thousands of manuscripts that have survived for centuries. These fragile documents, carefully preserved by generations of families, offer a window into the vast and sophisticated knowledge systems that flourished in ancient Africa. They cover a breathtaking range of topics from religious treatises and legal texts to scientific observations, philosophical inquiries, and even literary works, poems, stories, and epic narratives that capture the rich cultural heritage of the time. The manuscripts of Timbuktu are a testament to the intellectual prowess of African scholars. They debunk the myth of a continent devoid of written traditions, revealing a world where knowledge was carefully recorded, shared, and passed down through generations. The intricate calligraphy, the meticulous diagrams, and the sheer volume of these manuscripts speak volumes about a society that valued learning and recognized its transformative power. While Timbuktu may seem geographically isolated, it was far from an intellectual island. Scholars and students from as far afield as Morocco, Egypt, and even Persia traversed vast distances to partake in the intellectual feast offered by Timbuktu's scholars. They brought with them their own traditions of learning, their own questions, and their own insights, enriching the intellectual landscape of the city and contributing to its reputation as a global center of learning. This exchange of ideas flowed in both directions. Timbuktu's scholars, in turn, embarked on their own journeys, carrying their knowledge and manuscripts to distant lands, disseminating the fruits of their scholarship far and wide. The very existence of these manuscripts, scattered across continents and preserved within diverse collections, is a testament to the interconnectedness of knowledge and the global reach of Timbuktu's intellectual influence. Sadly, the story of Timbuktu is not without its shadows. The arrival of European colonialism in the 19th century cast a dark cloud over the city's intellectual legacy. Colonial powers, often seeking to legitimize their own dominance, downplayed and dismissed the achievements of colonized peoples, portraying Africa as a continent devoid of history or intellectual contributions. Timbuktu, once a symbol of African intellectual prowess, was relegated to the realm of myth and exoticism. Despite these attempts at erasure, the spirit of Timbuktu endured. Local families, recognizing the immense value of their heritage, risked their lives to protect the manuscripts, hiding them in secret underground chambers, burying them in the desert sands, and smuggling them out of the city under the cover of darkness. These acts of bravery ensured that Timbuktu's legacy would not be entirely lost, preserving a vital part of Africa's intellectual heritage for generations to come. The world forgot, but Africa remembers. We remember the greatness behind us and rise toward the greatness ahead, together. Catch you in the next tale untold. Subscribe and shed light on the true Africa.